Hi, I'm Rebecca, and this is Yoga for Cancer. Thank you for joining today. I am in a new location just for this week, but I will be back at my regular studio next week. And I welcome everyone. Um, I just explained that I have a cough that's an allergy, and it's annoying, but I am well, perfectly well. So thank you. So I'd like to actually start out today lying down. So if you'd like to lie down, please go to your mat and lie on your back, bringing one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. And take a moment to soften, releasing into the ground, into the earth with each exhale, filling up, creating a spacious inner body with each inhale. Begin to notice your sensory environment, feeling what is beneath you, the textures. Maybe you have a mat, maybe you're on a carpet, maybe you're on a wood floor. Noticing the surroundings. What are the sounds that you hear in your space? Is there light fluttering across your eyelid or eyelashes? And then begin to turn your attention more deeply inward to your own breath. Maybe noticing the breath for the first time today. The body breathes without any input from us, but we can change the breath. And by changing the breath, change our state of mind and our physical state. And so we practice. Just notice where you feel the breath. Maybe it's at the tip of your nose, your upper lip, maybe in the back of your throat, your chest or belly. Pay attention to where you feel the breath in your body. And then allow the breath to deepen, feeling the breath move between your two hands from chest to belly, the exhale moving from belly to chest and out. Let the breath be full and deep, but not forced. Let it feel comfortable. Keep your hands where they are if you like, or allow them to sit alongside you. We're going to move into a circle breath where the inhales flow smoothly into the exhales, and the exhales flow smoothly back into the inhales. You probably need to take a slightly shorter breath. And imagine as you inhale, you're filling half the circle, and then the breath moves directly into the exhale for the other half of the circle, back into the inhale. Smooth, no interruption, no holding, just a long, smooth breath in and out. Allow the breath to be the same length on the inhale and the exhale. So half a circle to inhale, half a circle to exhale. Stay with this pattern for about 5 more breaths at your breath speed. And after your fifth breath, release that control and just come back into your natural breath. Boy, oh boy, I'm coughing today. Allow your natural breath to flow. Notice if you feel any effects from this circle breath. And we'll begin to move by raising one arm all the way through the air until your knuckles touch the ground, either to the side or behind you. Exhale and release that arm down. Inhale and lift the other arm. And exhale, release it down. This time, if your knees are bent, extend the same arm and leg in opposite directions, pressing out through your heel. Exhale, release the arm. Maybe you allow the knee to bend, foot on the floor. Stay with the same side for a few more repetitions. Inhaling, extending, exhaling, coming back to center. One more on this side, and then we'll switch to the other side. Inhaling, same side, arm and leg extending in opposite directions. As you exhale, draw back towards center. Maybe the knee bends. Inhale, reach through your fingertips, reach through your heel. Exhale, come back to center. Two more times on this side. And then try opposite arm and leg. So raise one arm and the opposite leg and find a bit of a diagonal stretch, reaching through fingertips and heel. Exhale, back towards center and switch to the other side. Reach long and exhale back to center. Once more on each side and then come back to stillness. And come to stillness in the center. Allow your arms to rest. We'll just roll the head from side to side. Gentle roll. Don't lift it at all. Just let it roll. Imagine your chin coming towards your shoulder. Just a few more gentle rolls. Noticing what you notice. And this or the next time that you come through center, pause there. And then roll to one side and pause on your side. We're going to make our way to a tabletop position, hands and knees. If that is not comfortable in your body, you can certainly be seated instead in a chair or on your mat. If you're coming to hands and knees, make sure that you're padded. I'm on a thick carpet here. And have your knees underneath your hips and your hands, or your forearms, or your knuckles underneath your shoulders. Take a moment here to find a long spine reaching the crown and tailbone in opposite directions. Inhale and lift your tail, drop your belly, lift your crown, cow pose. Exhale, tuck your tail, draw the belly in and up and release your head. Start from the tail as you inhale, lifting the tail, expanding the front body. And again, start with the tail, tucking, drawing in like a ripple up your spine. Allow this freedom of movement in the pelvis to initiate this movement along the spine. Just a few more passes like this. Warming up, creating some movement spaciousness. You can be doing this seated as well, hands on your knees and just rolling through cat-cow. Come to stillness And let's extend the right leg behind you, toes down. If you're in a chair, you can extend the leg in front of you. And just begin to rock or maybe flex your foot. Point and flex. Come to stillness, and if you're on your hands and knees, lift that leg just to hip height. So try not to open your hips. Keep them level with the toes and knee pointing straight down. Engage through the belly. Stay here or add an opposite reach. Stay here or inhale, reach, and then exhale, draw knee and elbow towards center. Inhale, reach away. Exhale in. Inhale, reach. You can always drop a hand and just come in and out with your leg. And one more time, wherever you are, extend your leg, toes down. We're going to pivot the heel down on the extended leg. Bring your other foot back behind you like a kickstand, and then open up into a modified side plank. Stay here or reach long overhead, bicep near your ear. You can always have a bent arm if that's better. Stay here or see if you'd like to lift your leg and reach. One more breath wherever you are. Then exhale, toes down, knee down, hands down, and just shift a little bit from side to side. Sorry, there is no seated equivalent for this side plank, but you could do some side bends if you'd like. And we'll move to the other leg. First, start with toes curled under with a rock or a flex and point of your foot. And then come to stillness and raise the leg to hip height. Draw the belly in. Reach long through the heel and the crown of the head. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you add the opposite reach. Reach long on the inhale, stay, or exhale and draw knee and elbow towards each other. And inhale, reach away. Exhale, in. Inhale, reach. Of course, the hand can be down, and you can work with just moving through the leg. And this or the next time that you extend, allow your toes to come down. We'll pivot, dropping the heel, bring the other foot behind you like a kickstand, and open out into your side plank. Stay here, or extend your top arm overhead, maybe with a bent arm. Maybe extend your top leg, reaching long. Keep drawing the belly in for support. One more breath here, and then exhale, release down to your starting position in tabletop. Bringing toes together and knees wide apart. We'll relax our hips to heels and then allow the forehead to come down towards the mat, maybe landing with your head on stacked hands or stacked fists, or even the edge of a block or cushion. Coming into child's pose. Stay here for several breaths as you inhale, filling up the back body with breath. Exhale and release and sink in to the stretch. Inhale, really find new places for breath. As your knees are bent underneath you, you have to expand a little bit more in the back body. And exhale, soften and release. And one or two more breaths here. And when you're ready, slowly press into fingertips and come on up. We'll come into our table, grabbing some blocks if you have them handy for some knee down lunge. I'll turn a little diagonal here. So with blocks or without, let's step the right foot forward in between the blocks. Press your hips forward so that your knee is over your ankle and you're getting a stretch in the front of the left hip. Stay here, or maybe you bring a hand to your knee and the other arm comes up. Inhale, reach, maybe the other arm joins. Big inhale here, and then bring left arm forward, right arm back, and twist towards your bent knee side. Inhale back to center, and exhale in the other direction, opening. Inhale back to center. Lower the right hand to your knee, and then exhale and take a side bend, reaching. Stay in the side bend for a breath. Inhale, come back up, maybe with both arms, and exhale, hands to blocks. We're going to press back into a half split, half Hanuman pose. So my right leg is extended, my heel is on the ground, my toes are up. Maybe you're flexing through the foot, maybe you have a gentle foot. Make sure you don't have any pain in your knee. If you feel any pressure there, please bend your knee a little bit. Take the pressure off. And then think about drawing your right hip back and your left hip forward. Stay here or get really long through the crown of the head and then exhale and come forward as if you could bring your nose to your big toe. Some people can, I suppose. Not me. On each inhale, get long. Each exhale, soften and release over the extended leg. One more breath here. And then inhale and press into the knee down lunge once again. And we'll switch sides. Drawing that leg back and drawing the other foot forward. Again, check your alignment. As you press your hips forward, make sure your knee is over your ankle, right? Maybe rock a little bit. I think we failed to do this on the other side. Then come back into the knee down lunge, one hand to one knee, maybe reaching up with the other, maybe both. Big breath here, and then exhale into a twist towards the bent knee side. Inhale back up and exhale towards the open side. Inhale up, lower left hand to left knee and come up and over with the right arm. Stay in the side bend for a breath or two. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to blocks and begin to straighten your front leg, flexing through the foot. And again, if you feel pressure in your knee, keep it bent. The idea is to feel a stretch in the back of your leg, but not pain. Pain equals no gain. Press down through your heel and draw your left hip back, right hip forward. Stay here or get really long, and then exhale, coming forward over the leg. Stay for a breath or two. And then pressing into your hands, carefully draw your foot back. My sticky mat is coming with me. And come back to hands and knees, hands on your blocks. Let's step right foot forward once again. Knee over ankle. This time we'll curl the back toes under. Press the heel back, coming into a standing lunge. Find a long stretch from back heel to crown of the head. And then slowly release that knee down. Switch sides. Finding a long stretch here. Toes curled under in the back, press through your heel, reach through the crown of the head. This time, we're going to step up with the back leg. Stepping forward, coming into a forward fold. See how long my spine is. Knees are bent. I'll bring my hands to my knees and inhale. Walk myself up. I'm going to move back a little bit so you can see. Don't move from here. We're going to stay here. We're going to do a few more lunges. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come forward with a long spine. Let your knees bend so that your hands can come down to your blocks. Step back with the left leg, finding your lunge. You may stay here, you may drop your back knee, or bring your right hand to right knee and come up into a crescent warrior. Pressing one hip forward, the other hip back. Keep the bend in the front knee. Big inhale, exhale, and twist towards the bent knee side. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist towards the open side. Inhale through center. And lower right hand to right knee and carefully bend. Come into a side bend. Stay for a breath. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands to blocks and step the back leg up. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment to find your breath. And we'll do this one more time on the other side. Sorry, my head's cut off. Inhale up. Exhale forward, long spine, bent knees, hands to blocks. Step back with the right leg. You can stay here. You can drop the back knee like we did before, or you can come up into a crescent lunge. Reach through both fingertips. Have that right hip coming forward, the left hip back. Exhale and twist towards the bent knee side. Inhale back up and exhale, twist towards the open side. Inhale back up. Lower left hand to left knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, carefully into a side bend. Stay for a breath. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to block. Step up the back leg, long spine. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment here to find your breath. Even close your eyes. And we'll move in just a moment to the rest of our standing practice. Finding your mountain pose, feet about hip distance apart. Reach down through your fingertips and up through the crown of the head. Feeling roots growing deep into the earth and strength reaching up towards the sky. Engage through your legs. You can even draw your legs towards each other isometrically, right? So they're not moving. You're just engaging in that direction. Creating a lift in the pelvic floor. Engage the low belly. Open the heart and inhale. Reach up. Maybe look up. Exhale, draw hands to heart center. Let's do that again. Inhale, open, reach up, look up if you'd like, and exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to move into a balance practice with tree pose. So if you need to reorient, get somewhere where you have something sturdy you can hold on to, maybe a wall or a sturdy chair or a bit of furniture. And then come back in to your mountain pose with your support at the ready. Feel your feet on the ground. Rebuild the pose from the ground up, feeling that connection to the earth and that connection between earth and sky as the breath travels through your body. Let's inhale here, reach up, and exhale, hands to heart center. Stay here, or feel free to, of course, to reach for your support, whatever it is. Feel as if you're rooting down through both of your feet. This is your root system. We're going to remove one of the root system, lifting that right leg. Turn out at the hip and then place the sole of your foot at your ankle, calf, or up at the thigh, but don't press against your knee. The knee is not meant to bend in that direction. I failed to remind you to find a focal point, and I'm struggling my balance here without one. So look in front of you and find something to lock eyes on that doesn't move. Will help you to find balance. Make sure that breath is flowing through the body, up from the ground, through the heart center. Maybe branches grow. It's quite windy here at the beach, so I see the trees outside my window are swaying quite a bit. Can you find stability in the lower body and flexibility in the upper body? One more breath here. Exhale, hands to heart center, bring both feet down. Shift a little bit from side to side. Take a moment of stillness here in the center. Let's even take a breath. Inhale up and exhale, hands to heart center. Root down, rise up. Press down through the right foot. Liberate the left. Turn out and place the foot down at the ankle, at the calf, or above the knee. Find your focal point. Eyes locked on it's like a horizon point. It's a steadying gaze. Press down, draw energy, breath up through heart center, and maybe grow, grow some branches. Can you be grounded and buoyant at the same time? Maybe finding stillness in the upper body, a lift in the heart, the crown. One more breath, and then exhale through center, 2 feet down. Walk a little bit in place, and pause. Let's inhale together. Exhale to heart center. Maybe close your eyes, noticing what it's like to balance on 2 feet, but remove that visual signal. Make sure breath is flowing. And blink your eyes open, exhale, release, and step out a little bit wider on your mat. Inhale, raise arms up. They can come to fingertips to shoulders. You can reach all the way up, or even clasp your fingers and release the index finger. Inhale to grow tall. Exhale, begin to come over to one side. Try to keep your weight equally balanced on both of your feet. If it's too much, bring a hand to your hip for a little more support. Try not to drop forward or back, but stay in one long line. Inhale up through center and exhale to the other side. Keep drawing your belly in, balancing the weight between your feet. Long crescent moon in a different direction. Inhale back to center, And exhale, release arms down. Inhale, back up, and we'll do one more time to each side. Stay for a breath if you can, if you'd like. Inhale through center, and exhale over to the side. Stay for a breath. Inhale through center, and exhale, release arms down. We'll do one more standing pose or sequence. Taking a slightly wider step, turn out your legs from the hips. So knees and toes are pointing in the same direction, about 45 degrees. Yes, beautiful. Inhale and raise arms just to shoulder height. This is five-pointed star. Open up through heart center and shine. Shine your starlight to light up the world. Big inhale here, reaching fingers, toes, and crown of the head. And then exhale and bend knees and elbows and sink into goddess pose. I always have to wiggle a little bit from side to side to find my placement. So my knees are staying over my ankles. My tailbone is dropping straight down. Arms are out at shoulder height. Inhale and bring hands to heart center. Exhale, see if you can drop a little more into your seat. Inhale, press into your legs, reach and get big. Take up space. Lots of breath. Exhale and drop into goddess pose. Inhale and bring hands to heart center. Exhale, settle, drop an inch. And then inhale, press it away. Last time, big reach. Exhale into goddess. Find your power here. Can you stay for a breath? Next, inhale, hands to heart center because we must bring compassion to power. Exhale, settle. Press it away. Big inhale. And release, arms down carefully. Walk your feet back in. Stay with feet a little bit wider apart and let's come into just a gentle twist. Beautiful. And we're going to make our way down to sitting. So take your way down, take your time. I'm grabbing a little cushion to sit on because I like to sit on the edge of a cushion. It helps me to sit up tall on my sitting bones instead of sort of slumping and tucking under. So sitting up nice and tall, bring your soles of feet together, knees apart. This is bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Holding on to your knees, your shins, or your ankles, just begin to gently rock from side to side. Really rock up onto one cheek and then the other, one sits bone and then the other. And then find some stillness in the center. On an inhale, grow tall, sitting up nice and tall. On the exhale, release in your hips to let your knees drop an inch. Inhale, grow tall, reach through the crown. Exhale, soften, let your knees drop. 2 more breaths here. Finding length on the inhale, pardon me, and finding a little more depth on the exhale. And this or the next time that you exhale, bring hands underneath your knees and help your legs out to a wide seat. Okay. Now bend your left knee and draw the sole of the foot in towards your inner thigh. Sitting up nice and tall, I'm flexing through this foot, engaging a little bit. If I engage too much, it might press the back of the knee down, especially if you tend to hyperextend. So make sure you keep a little bit of a bend, right? Inhale, raise arms up. Exhale, lower the left hand behind you and come into a side bend away from your extended leg. Inhale through center, lower the right hand to the inside of the right leg, and exhale into a side bend as if you were trying to reach your toes. Some people can. Inhale through space and exhale away. Inhale up and exhale towards. Inhale away, last time. And exhale towards. Inhale through center, release arms down, and this time turn so that your torso is facing your extended leg. Stay here if this is enough of a stretch, or begin to walk forward, fingertips towards your shin, your ankle, or maybe you can reach your foot. Make sure that you have a nice long spine, and then release into the stretch. And again, don't press down through that back of the leg. Stay long. And carefully walk your fingertips back, sit up nice and tall, and we'll switch sides. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, lower the right arm and take a side bend away from your extended leg. Inhale up through center, release that arm down, and exhale towards the extended leg. Inhale up and exhale away. Inhale up and exhale towards. Inhale up. Last time, exhale away, long stretch. Inhale up, exhale towards, and then come up through center and turn your torso towards your extended leg. Walk your fingertips forward. Maybe you're right here. Maybe this is where you're working. Or maybe you can come a little bit further. I'm tighter on this side, so I can kind of reach my foot, but I'm happier right here, holding on to my shin. Inhale, grow long, reaching through the crown of the head, and then gently lean towards your extended leg. Take one more breath. Exhale, and then press in to the floor. Walk your fingertips back and extend both legs out. Let them come a little bit closer so that you can drop your legs from side to side, little windshield wiper, even teeny tiny bounces that help to let go in your hips. Stay here for just a moment. I need to close the door. Okay. And we will continue. Got just a few more moments here. So last thing, seated, I'm going to remove my cushion. I'm going to bring my hands behind me. For me, having my fingertips out feels comfortable. For some people, they like them forward or all the way back. See what feels okay for you. And then bend your knees so that your feet are on the mat. Try to find a long spine here. So reach through the crown of your head. Stay here or try extending through one leg and then releasing. Extending through the other leg and then releasing. Stay here, or maybe you'd like to hold on to the backs of your thighs and try that again. Extending one leg, extending the other. Stay with either of those two versions, or see if you can lift your legs. I like to stay with a bent knee because I'm still really reaching through the crown of my head, engaging through the low belly. Staying for one more breath, and then release and let it go. Make your way all the way down onto your back. Allow your knees to be bent, and maybe you'd like to draw your knees in towards your chest and rock gently from side to side. Settling in to the mat. The next time that you draw your knees up, keep them, maybe I will lie down and demonstrate. Keep your knees bent up, coming towards your body, and then bring your arms out to the side. Inhale here, and exhale, begin to gently lower your knees towards one side. If this feels like too much in your back, keep your feet down, and you can just drop your knees from side to side. But if it feels okay, exhale to the other side. This is really more of an ab exercise or engagement than it is a twist. So only go to where you can go with control. Exhale to center and inhale to the other side. Take your time moving from side to side, allowing your feet to come down if that's what's better for you. And the next time that your knees come down to the right, maybe you'd like to stay in a twist, working to press your left shoulder down. Maybe you turn your head looking towards your bent knees, or maybe you like to turn and look away. Arms out at the T. Stay for a few breaths, as long as it's comfortable. And when you are ready, inhale the legs through center. And again, feet can be up or down. And then exhale, legs to the other side. Take your time working with your twist. If anything feels uncomfortable in your body, please back away and go back to an earlier version of something that felt comfortable. Stay with it until you're ready to rest in the center, drawing knees in towards your chest. Allow your feet to come down to the mat. Knees are bent. Feet near your bottom. Feet and knees, excuse me, about hip distance apart. I'm going to work with a little bit of bridge pose. And for bridge, it's better if you don't have something under your head. If you really need something, make sure it's very low. So from here, let's first find our pelvic tilt by exhaling and pressing the low back into the mat. Inhale, release the press and let the natural curve come back. Exhale and press your low back into the mat. Just a few like this, as if you're rocking your pelvis forward and back from the top side towards the bottom side where the sits bones are. And then find that position of neutral pelvis in the center. The next time that you inhale, press into your feet and lift your hips just an inch or more off the mat. Keep your hands down at your sides. And then exhale and release hips down. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips maybe a little bit higher. Press down through your hands. Exhale, release hips down. Inhale, lift your hips, press your hands down into the ground, and hold for a breath. Inhaling and exhaling with hips lifted. Inhale, press a little higher, and then exhale and come down. If at any point you need to stop and draw your knees into your chest, feel free to do that, but we'll continue. Press your feet into the mat. Inhale and lift hips up. We'll stay for a breath. And this time I'd like you to try rocking your hips from side to side as they're lifted. Come back through center. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, and exhale, release, and let them come down. We'll pause for a moment, and you can go back to any version we've done or add some arm movement. So the next time you're inhaling, press into your feet, lift your hips, and then raise your arms through the air until your knuckles touch the ground behind you. You can have elbows bent or long arms. Exhale, release your hips down, lower your arms. Do that again. Inhale, press hips up, raise the arms through the air until they touch the floor behind you or at your sides. Exhale and release arms and hips. Stay with that. Or inhale, press hips and arms up. Hold here, exhale, and lower your hips halfway. Keep your arms where they are. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, and exhale, release hips and arms. Stay with all of that. Go back to an earlier version or last version. Inhale, press into your feet, lift your hips, raise your arms through the air. Keep your arms where they are and exhale, lower your hips all the way down. Inhale, press your hips up, and exhale, release hips and arms. Take the next 3 to 5 breaths to finish up your bridge practice. And then move into any finishing pose or poses that you'd like to take before we come into Shavasana and rest. Take just a moment to notice what your body needs right now. Maybe it's drawing your knees into your chest once again. Maybe it's happy baby, if that's in your practice. Maybe it's rolling to your side and resting in a fetal position, or something completely different. Take a moment or two to satisfy your body, completing your practice so that you can come into a deep rest. And when you're ready to make your way into Shavasana, lie on your back, maybe with a cushion or bolster under your knees, maybe a blanket or pillow under your head, maybe a blanket over you. If you have I have a little couch right next to me that would be just perfect to put my legs up on so that my knees and then my hips are at 90-degree angles, or even legs up the wall. Find your position for rest. And then let go of control of the breath. With each exhale, just sink into the supports beneath you. The earth is a cradle. With each inhale, find some expansion in the inner body. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel the sky above you like a blanket. Letting go through your toes and ankles, lower leg, upper leg, both legs, through your hips. Soften the belly, open the heart. Let the shoulders be heavy, dropping away from your ears. Tucking your shoulder blades underneath you. Relax your arms, either down at your sides, palms down, or bend your elbows and place your hands on your belly. That can be very comforting. Relax through your neck and jaw. Soften the muscles of your face, the muscles around your eyes. Allow your forehead to broaden and release. Feel the expansion of your energy at the crown of your head. Relax, release, and just let go. May the source of all healing fill me with light, illuminating even the dark corners of body and mind. May the truth beyond the physical shine through, reminding me that I am more than flesh or fear. May universal energy fuel my life so surrender and truth can both be realized, the two paired like breath and air to strip me of illusions. Begin to deepen your breath, bringing small movements into fingers and toes. When you feel ready, roll to one side and pause. And then press into your fingertips to bring yourself up to sitting, allowing your attention to stay deeply inward for just another moment or two. We'll seal our practice with 3 chants of Om, 1 for wisdom, 1 for love, and 1 for the community we create when we practice together. If you'd like to join, bringing hands to heart center, we'll inhale together. Om Shanti, peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me and with each other.